National anthems played and respect paid. We're glad you're on board with us today for, I guess we'll call it Championship Sunday. They're going to figure out who's champion here today. Sioux Falls Flyers here in a good position. They're undefeated through 3 right now. And up to this track, they Friday night beat Casper 9-3. They beat Gillette 7-6 yesterday in a kind of a wild one at the end. Gillette coming back real hard, and then last night they beat the Wildcats out of Manitoba 4-2. Neepawa, on the other hand, has had a little tougher route. Friday they played Rushmore Thunder, lost 2-4. Then Omaha Junior Lancers yesterday morning lost 2-4. And then they came back last night to beat Casper 6-2. So they're out of the hunt in terms of championship points, but there's still pride on the line and placing and positioning. And we've got Matt Chemnitz in the goal for the Flyers. We'll get you the number on the Neepawa goalie here in a minute. I don't know if you're on. Oh, an early opportunity there. My Pluska right there in front of the goal, but he shanked it wide to the right. I don't know if you're on, Mr. Hockey Randy Preston back in Sioux Falls. I understand you and Nancy have been watching all along. Hopefully you have some tips for me when I get back home. And just want to remind you that we're very happy that we've got you and Dakota working on this week on the ice show today for all the fans, the very first one of the year. Mr. Hockey Randy Preston, he's one of that hockey 605 posse, whether he wants to be or not. We sure do appreciate him. Becker flips it back into the end, and that is Elder, or Funk. Let's get a look at that number again. That came in wide left. Norland, he's going to fire. That ricochets on through. Yeah, that is Brendan Funk in the goal for Neepawa. And Anderson fires. That's blocked on the way in. Norland's going to give it another try. He flips it in. That goes wide right. And a shot from the side. That goes through the top of the crease. How it got all the way through that mess, I'll never know. Keegan Anderson loaded up. And he couldn't get it past Funk. Really quite a stand there for that guy. Brendan Funk showed up this morning ready to play. Folks, want to remind you, we're going to have all these games on beautiful high definition video. Got a first come, first serve, so if you want to get one or all games, you should let us know right away. Just click on the contact form on the page, let us know what you're interested in, and we'll get you fixed up. El Pronto, Winklepleck comes up the side. He was looking for Grave there. That got past Grave. And back to Winklepleck on this side. He sends it up to connect with Riley Sullivan, but that one gets through as well. That one comes in wide left. Gillies, really one of the top players here at this tournament this weekend. Working back behind, a shot comes in. Tipped out of there to the left, to the right. Nielsen, his pass, diagonal pass was swatted away there. And we're into this thing a little less than 3 minutes. Jacob Otta on the ice now for the Flyers. Otta gonna skate on around behind. Weeb busts his way through that defense. Otta back to pick that loose puck up. That pass out. Intercepted by Neepawa. Ben Rainka back there for Neepawa. Jordan Arndt, number 40, on the ice now for the Flyers. Crossway pass. I think that's Luke Evans that sends that in. And Funk down on it. Hey, we're getting quite a crowd accumulating on Hockey 605 watching the game. Folks, we're really happy to have you on board here. One thing early on today I'd like to direct your attention to the scrolling dashboard below your video player. The reason you're watching this game today is because of our great advertisers. Beef O'Brady's, the Original Pancake House, cellular only, with 2 stores in Sioux Falls. Hockey Headquarters, Play It Again Sports. Dakota Lettering, the official clothier of the Sports 605 network. Kostenchuk coming forward. He had a great game last night, did Kostenchuk. Winkelplek coming forward. And we're going to see the first timeout of the morning as Hoekstra heads into the penalty box. Four minutes and 8 seconds into the first period. So anyway, folks, you know, we would really appreciate it if you're back home and you're talking to these merchants that are advertising and letting them know you appreciate their support of live hockey. And better yet, go do some business with them. That slap forward there by Grave. They bring it across the back to Krukowicz. Krukowicz, big, strong guy. He's caused everybody trouble that he's dealt with. He's going to switch out. That pops out to Norland. He tries to go back. That's intercepted and put in the middle, but there's Riley Sullivan. He gets it over to the right side. Nielsen skates up to that, but he can't get to it in time. Arndt gives it right around the end, but Funk steps out there and stops it. And we're going to have another penalty this morning. Riley Sullivan put into the boards there. And we will see Kusagak going into the sin bin. That shot comes in wide left. That's Luke Evans. Otta and Winkelplek playing a little catch back here. They put it into Evans. And Arndt steps in there, tries to retain possession, and does. And we got a line violation there. Really want to do a shout out to our host organization, the Rushmore Thunder. They really have gone out of their way to get good internet in here for us so we can bring you a decent live stream. They've fed us and watered us and nurtured us. And here comes Otta. He skates around. He's going to bring it back. Winkelfleck back to Otta. Otta's going to fire. That's blocked. And Winkelfleck on it. He gets it up to Evans. Otta in the middle with it. That puck comes out. Well, that's the thing that they, Neepawa, I think will probably find is that you can get in Otta's way 100 times and he will get you the 101st. That one flipped in to the back. Kretkowicz slaps it out of there. That's met on the side by Johnson. Norland with the puck. He's going to slap one in. Funk deflects that with his glove. Back to the end. Chemnitz steps out, sets it up. Over on the near side now to Appledorn. He goes down, but Norland shows up to help. Appledorn with the puck now. He's going to skate around behind. Weeb was really after him back there. Great effort. And Johnson with the puck. Neepawa now is full strength. Appledorn circles back. He's looking for Keegan Anderson over on this side. That pass misses. Back to Oceanic. He's going to come forward. He flips one in. That goes on behind. Kind of an odd bounce back there. And Keegan Anderson steps in. He's going to carry it forward. He had Nielsen over to his right, but not a good passing lane. That shot flipped in there. Landon Young passes it out. He gets it out here to Kostenchuk. And a big shot that goes over. Thomason was on track there, but he slipped. And finally, we're going to get stopped here. A lot of referees' assistance here this morning, as we've seen through the weekend. Okay, so we're going to see Keegan Anderson going in. Flyers penalty at number 55, 2 minutes of roughing, equal out. Okay, so now we're on a Neepawa power play here. Hoekstra and Anderson off the ice right now for the Flyers. Boys get together on Sunday mornings here in Rapid City and have a little Greco-Roman wrestling around the goal. 16:15 left here in the first period. We're still scoreless. You can tell both teams have had 3 games in 2 days. Just the speed of play isn't really where you'd want it to be. But at least everybody's equal at this moment. Sioux Falls played the second of the last game last night. Otta sends it forward. That's intercepted there by Kretkowicz. Put in behind. And back across the back to Kretkowicz. He fires. Nice save there by Chemnitz. Neepawa did have a man on the backside, but he couldn't get to it on the rebound. Landon Young. This pass intercepted by Winklepleck. He's going to come forward and have one. He fires. Funk stopped that one. There was an opportunity there on the rebound. Evans was there, but this didn't get a good touch on it. Kostenchuk causing some trouble there. He skated through and got a couple opportunities. And the goal's out. They'll get her back in there at 15 minutes left here in the first period. All right, now we can play hockey. Goes behind Weeb after it. 30 seconds left now in the power play. Evans bounces off the near wall, or near boards. He's still involved here. He tries to flip it up, that's blocked. Weeb tries one and misses over here. Puck sent long. And now the Flyers change everybody out, and they're back to full strength here. Into the corner it goes. Grave on it there. Rainka showed up, but to no effect. Now Nielsen coming down the side. Appledorn joins the party over here. That comes through to Appledorn. He's going to keep progressing it around the end. Slapper, that comes in. I think that was Thomason on that. Flipped in there by Norland. That goes wide. And Jones will skate out of the back and pass out of the back for Neepawa. Winklepleck slips and slides under Whelpton. And no penalty there, rightfully so. Beautiful morning here in Rapid City. Warmer outside than it is inside the rink. Arndt steps up there, provides a little pop along the side. That was Gluska. And Keegan Anderson back into the penalty box. And we'll have another Neepawa power play here.
Yeah, tell him to be nice.
And that shot goes to the right. That was Jones who launched that in there. He's trying to dig it out of the corner there. It came back to Trutkowicz. He fired one. Now he's going to put it back in the corner after getting it back. Whelpton going back around back to Gluska. Now they bring it back out to Jones. Gillies joins the party. He fires one in there.
Come on!
That one comes in wide to the right by a little bit.
How about the box? Take it to the back!
All right, here we go. A lot of Touches it back over to Jones, or Johnson, pardon me. And Otta coming back through. Ben Rinka fires, that's deflected. Otta sends it on around. Gonna get picked up out here by Lewis. He sends one in, that's intercepted by Otta. Otta comes forward hard. He has Becker to his right. Puck knocked away. Over here to Becker. And that one tipped in. And that'll be icing. 11:28 left. And 12 seconds on the Anderson penalty. Appledorn to face off here for the Flyers. Luke Evans gets past. He's put into the wall there by Bernie. By Will Bernie. Sioux Falls at full strength now. Appledorn steps in there. Comes out to Anderson. That's flipped in there by Bump. And flipped on by Appledorn back behind. Oshanik sends it on around. Winkelpleck meets it over here on the sides. Flips it back in behind. Oshanik trying to get it out. Anderson on that one for the Flyers on the other side. Mitchler gets it up to Kostenchuk. Kostenchuk encountered there coming down the slot. Oshanik fires. That's deflected out of there. Nice looking save there by Chemnitz. And Keegan Anderson looks across. That pass misses. Oshanik on it now for the Tigers. He comes across the back to Young. Young up the side to Will Rinka. Rinka in the middle. He had Weeb there. Weeb drops it off to Rinka. And Weeb runs into a couple Flyers there. That comes out, but he's fought in the end there by Jordan Arndt.
Come on! Interference. The only reason he called it is he stayed down.
And Norland heading to the penalty box. That shot there of Krekowicz is knocked to the right. That's intercepted by Winkelpleck. Flipped down the ice. Krekowicz is going to go after it. He's got Grave with him. Krekowicz cuts back and back again. He's got some guys showing up for relief. Little pass up the side here. That one tipped up and out of play by Chemnitz. Folks, I'm going to turn the Facebook on here. Hope you'll be getting on there and letting us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, boys.
For all you Sioux Falls folks who like our homegrown athletes, want to do a congratulations out to Carly Muller Sioux Falls native who plays for Texas A&M soccer. They made the Sweet 16 for Carly's senior year. What an incredible story Carly Muller is for Sioux Falls. Winkelplex. Puck hit somebody on the way out. Kostenchuk just out of onto the ice for Neepawa. Anyway, congratulations. If you anybody has Carly's number, text her, congratulate her. What an incredible year. Appledorn steps up there. So anyway, we'll do our own congratulations out to Carly Muller, Sioux Falls native, Texas A&M player, making the Sweet 16 again in her final year at Texas A&M. We're expecting she's probably going to go into the Women's Professional League. Jordan Arnn after it over in the corner. He gets tripped up back there. And the puck comes back out here to Lewis. He sends it back around. He's trying to catch Kostenchuk back behind. Arndt sends her up the side. That's deflected by Norland as he comes out of the penalty box. And sent on along by Hoekstra. Anderson skates forward with it. He's got Hoekstra to his right. Hoekstra loaded up. And that shot comes in by Thomason. Flipped out of there. Thomason takes a swat but misses. Anderson goes across. He's got Nielsen on that side. Nielsen sends it in. It's deflected to the left. Hoekstra chasing hard up top. Here comes Winkelpleck. He's going to send one in. That comes in high. On the other side to Graves. In the middle now to Nielsen. That's intercepted by Woolrenka. Winkelpleck sends it on around. Backhand. Graves back there but misses it. Jacob Johnson gets it over to Winkelpleck. He goes back to Johnson on the other side. Johnson comes near side here to Nielsen. Nielsen having a look here. But kind of comes off his stick. But there's Riley Sullivan. And Sullivan smashed into the boards here. That'll probably be a boarding call. But there he is. Riley Sullivan up and at it. And as I've said numerous times before, that guy is tougher than a $2 steak. Riley Sullivan.
Give him a 2 out of 10.
Come on, give him one more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a boarding call.
Good job, Riley.
Rosalie Anna, thanks for checking in with us this morning. We're glad to see you're watching on Apple TV, and hopefully the picture stays good for you. Amy Arndt, Jordan's mom, watching from Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you, Amy, for your comments. Jordan's grandparents watching from Grand Island, Nebraska. You know, you might be Jordan's biggest fan, but I think we're probably right next to you. Jacob Bada coming down the side. He drops it off here for Evans. Evans goes on across. That's Winkelpleck. He sends it in. Evans is going to skate around. He fires. Yeah. That was a save there initially by Funk, and the rebound and on the back side. Was that Johnson? Yeah. Jacob Johnson on the backside, touching that in. Very nice positioning goal there. And the Flyers on the board with 6:09 left here in the first period. Up 1-0 now. Papa Jim and Grandma Jerry from Grand Island, Nebraska watching Jordan. Grandpa and Grandma, welcome on board here.
Flyers goal, 6:09 remaining the first period. Number 42, Jacob Johnson, with assist by number 5.
Mark picks that one up back there, turns up, gets it up to Evans. Evans is going to continue on. Landon Young wins the race to that puck, but it's back to the Flyers. Arndt cuts back, he sends it on around, or tries to. That runs into a guy on the way in. Becker has a blaster there, but he's hammered as he comes in. The goal comes out. There you go, Amy. I gotta tell you, I still see that 40 sweater and I still think about Caleb. Kostenchuk, he sends it all around. That's gonna run into Mitzler over on the other side. And a bunch of guys show up over there. That's swatted out. And rifled right back in by Kuzagak. Lewis sends it in. Thomason taking his time getting to it. Mitzler on him over there. Now up in the middle to Keegan Anderson. Anderson goes across. That one misses. That was Hoekstra on the other side of that other end of that pass. Amy, thank you, and we want to mention Jordan's grandparents watching from Blair, Nebraska, Mimi and Papa. Glad you folks are all on board with us this morning.
4, 2 minutes of interference. Flyers for power play.
Maybe that can be one of our new slogans, Hockey 605, bringing families together on Sunday mornings around the country. Winklepleck with the puck. He goes over to Otta, back to Winklepleck. Now over to Thomason. Evans flips one in. That's deflected on the way. Otta skates around. He gets it back there. Drops it off from Winklepleck. He's going to fire. That's saved. Thomason, he had a lane there temporarily, but it closed up. Evans is going to skate around back. They got Becker loaded up. And the goal comes out. .416 left here in the first period.
Yeah, they get a face off, you know. Cross.
Thomason comes around to Winklepleck. Winklepleck sends a nice little pass in there. He had Becker. And nothing serious. Boy, just making some new friends here on Sunday morning. Kathy Grady, thanks for checking in with us. You know, we've been thinking about you. Glad to see you're on board with us from Sioux Falls. And Becker and Welton into the box. Coincidental, so we'll be going with the same amount of guys we had before. Still a minute 14 left in the Flyers power play.
Coincidental minors for Robert.
Winklepleck. He sends it over to Otta. Otta fires.
Really? Come on, get called on the line. Crap. Take him to the box.
Lots of assistant referees this morning. You're probably hearing them. Just like being back home, isn't it? So anyway, thanks Kathy Grady for checking in with us. Love having you on board. Okay, they're going to get everything straightened out here, I think. And it's kind of a pre-Christmas situation. Everything's lit up. And the Flyers leading here 1-0. We'll see what they got. Okay. We can play hockey now. Winklepleck. He comes over to Evans. Back to Winklepleck. Thomason. He goes to the corner to Otta. Back to Thomason. Now Winklepleck. They're looking to split them apart here and get some sort of a lane. Winklepleck on the point. He fires. That's deflected up and over the goal. Back to Winklepleck on the point. Oh, he makes that pass to Otta inside. Otta turns and fires. That goes wide left. Otta with that very, very quick release. Winklepleck looking for Anderson up along the side. That one misses. It's going to go across to Landon Young. He gives it a right out of the back there. And Norland on the ice now. He gets it up in the middle to Hoekstra. Hoekstra's going to skate forward. He fires. That deflects off Young.
Neepawa, full strength.
Neepawa's full strength now. Kemnitz steps out, sets it up. Norland having a look here. He gets it up the side looking for Hoekstra. Hoekstra does have the puck. He sends it forward. He misses Appledorn on the side. And Will Burney trying to get it back behind. Hoekstra wins the race to puck. Gets it back to Norland. Norland tries to get it out of there. That's fired in there. And a save by Kemnitz. That was Oshanik on the shot there for Neepawa. Funk steps out, sets it up. And Winklepleck fires. That was an exciting moment up front there. Burney. And Winklepleck coming forward. He sends one in. Funk just lets that bounce off his chest protector and gets down on it. Minute 29 left here in the first period. And I'm going to be bailing on you folks right away. I've only had 1 cup of coffee this morning, and I need to get down to there to that concession stand and get me some more. Winklepleck sends one in. That's saved there and gloved by Funk. He just reached out and grabbed it as it was coming by. Okay, we're going to see a little penalty. We got a little minute here. Lisa Gillies, glad you checked in. It does not require anything to be a sports parent in America. You pay your $5 to get in, and you can do whatever you want, I think.
Penalty number 25, 2 minutes of interference. 2 calls on the power play.
But thanks for your point. We agree completely with you that the refs, like every other one of us out here, are imperfect. And
1 minute remaining in the period.
they're trying their best like everybody else.
Nice shot.
Wyatt Winklepleck pulls the trigger on that one. And punked down on it. And Lisa, I don't have to tell you, I'm happy to tell you this, I really like the way Braden plays hockey. He's clearly one of the top players here at this tournament. He plays with a lot of enthusiasm, and he's got some stuff too. So in Manitoba, to be a sports parent, you have to take a respect for the sport course online. Grady, he launches one that goes wide left. Riley Sullivan after that, but Otta shows up for the puck. Or I'm sorry, that was Nielsen. Winklepleck comes across to Norland. And in the middle of Riley Sullivan, Sullivan fires. That deflects off Kusagak.
Behind you.
And Jordan Arndt skates after it. He has whelped it after him. And that's going to end the first period with the Flyers leading 1-0. And a minute left in the Jesse Jones penalty. Well, folks, we're going to shut the mic down. Really do appreciate everybody checking in, especially Lisa Gillies. Your comments very well taken, and I am going to pass those on because I, like everyone else, like to see the game played on the ice and not in the stands. So thanks again for checking in, everybody. Looking forward to your second half comments. And it is half, so I can say that. When I first started calling hockey, I called them halves. But anyway, coffee time for the coach. We'll be back here in about 15 after they get this ice cleaned up, and we'll finish this one off. Thanks for hanging with Hockey 605 Live. All right, folks, we're back with you. We're gonna finish this one off here. Sioux Falls Flyers leading 1-0 here, and been a pretty spirited game. That puck comes out to the side, and Becker sends it back behind. But you can tell all the guys here, you know, 4 games this close together are wearing on them. Puck over to Otta. He brings it in the middle. Puck gets off his stick. Jordan Arndt slaps one in. That comes off the base back on the end. Speaking of Jacob Otta, I want to do a shout out here to Rosalie. We just got a message sent by Kelly. Cheering on Jacob and the rest of the Flyers. We've loved having all you Otta family on board with us today from all over the country. New Jersey, North Carolina, Maryland. It's really been fantastic, and of course we've loved having the Ottas here in person over the weekend too. And have especially enjoyed watching the Jacob Otta show. Speaking of which, he skates back behind, sends it in the middle. Becker fires, that's deflected on its way. Jordan Arndt digs it out, plays even a little bit of soccer, and that's launched in there. Funk had to make a save on that one. Jordan Arndt getting it done any way he can here on the near side. Folks, we're happy to have you on board here with Hockey 605.
Tigers penalty number 14. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
And Lisa Gillies, some of your compatriots down in the warming room between periods wanted to send their regards to you, saying they're really enjoying the hospitality here in the Rapid City area. We got to have a discussion about the Respect the Game education program. Norland Fires and Funk on top of that one. And we have always, over the last several years, loved having our Canadian friends coming up and saying hi. Winkleplex, he slapped one in, and Funk gets down on top of that one. Appledorn sends one in, that goes wide to the left. Back to Thomason. That pass behind Winkleplex, he's going to create a little space here. Send it back up. Keegan Anderson doing a little deacon as he goes up the side there. Appledorn loads up there in the slot. And Winkleplex looking for some sort of a gap there he can go through. Anderson goes all the way across. A shot there by Thomason. That's blocked on the way in. Matt Chemnitz steps out, sets it up. Keegan Anderson wanted to come forward there. Puck got away on him. Great pass across the way to Becker. And that's going to be an icing call. John Bump, got your message here. We will not, we will not be live streaming any of the Rooster because they don't have the kind of internet we need to get out a decent looking picture. Otta with the Puck going down the right side. Oh, a nice little pass in there to Becker. He had a little too much company. He couldn't get his stick on the puck. Back to Arndt. He goes right. Shot comes in. They had Becker there loaded up, but couldn't utilize him with all the Neepawa players around. Jordan Arndt battling along the side, and that comes out to Evans. Evans sends one in. Becker comes skating by, and Brendan Funk getting on top of that one for Neepawa. So anyway, John, sorry, we're going to be following the results and everything in the news as much as we possibly can, but they just don't have the kind of internet we need at Huron yet to get a decent live stream out. And actually, I think this weekend we may be back in Rapid City with girls varsity hockey as the Sioux Falls Flyers visit the Thunder. Weeb coming down the side, he runs into Winklepleck back there in the corner. Kostenchuk back there. He tries to get it touched out of there. Nielsen coming forward. He flips it back behind, and Funk decides just to get out and cover that one. So anyway, John, and you know, just like almost every rink that we've been to now has just bent over backwards, helping us get a good picture out of there, including here at the Thunderdome. And we're hoping to make those kinds of advances also in Huron, and I know in Pierre they're working on getting decent internet there too. Norland sends one in that goes by left. It bounces out of there. Is that Hoekstra? Hoekstra on the backside. That rebounded, and there he was. Sam Hoekstra hammering it home. That puts the Flyers up 2-0 now with 20:28 left here in the period.
.2018 remaining in the second period. Sioux Falls Flyers goal. Number 46, Samuel Hoekstra with assist. And number 19, Colin Norland.
And Norland sends one in. Funk deflects that one out. First of 4 games here today live on Hockey 605. A rifle shot in there, it goes wide left. Winklepleck trying to flip it up along the side. They come across this way. That hits Hoekstra. It's behind him. And Norland in the corner for the Flyers. He sends it up along the side. Krutkowicz creates a little space. Puts a nice little puck through. Nobody got on it though. And here's Anderson. Great pass up to Hoekstra. Perfect timing. And that misses wide to the right. Sam Hoekstra with a wonderful opportunity. What a great, perfectly timed pass though, and a great call by Hoekstra for that. I guess we can appreciate that part of the play. Arndt bumps Welton away, and here comes Jacob Otta. Thanks for sitting down there. Next up, if you're looking for more live hockey, we have the Oahe Capitals taking on the GCB Wildcats from Manitoba. I expect that to be a physically contentious contest. Two big, fast, strong teams that don't mind introducing themselves to you. Then the third game of the day, the Omaha Junior Lancers going against the Gillette Wild. And right now the Lancers are, I think, let's take a look here.
I think they call them 6 penalties. One here, and then they call them 2 here when
The Lancers lost to Oahe first game.
2 minor penalties on Neepawa.
So,
number 22 for holding and number 10 for roughing. 5-on-3.
So we've got 2 penalties here on Neepawa.
They call the holding and no penalty shot, and then they call the rough after the play.
Well, hopefully they get this straightened out so we can get back to playing hockey. So it looks at this point that the Sioux Falls West Flyers are the only undefeated team. Still a ways to go in this one. And if Neepawa have anything to say about it, they will have 1 loss under their belt. But right now the Flyers leading 2-0. Arndt comes across the back to Winklepleck. 5v3 hockey. And Winklepleck skates in. Otta skates out of his way. Over to Otta. He wants to have a slapper, but doesn't quite connect with the puck like he wanted to. Back to Winklepleck and back to Otta. Otta looking for that seam right now. He tried to finesse it in there to Jordan Arndt, who was loaded up in the slot. Winklepleck fakes a slapper, and he fires. That comes in high. Otta threads another one through there. They're going to connect on one of these times. Otta's shot deflected there by Pretkowicz, and it's up and out of play. .17:42 left here in the game. Minute 2 left in both Neepawa penalties. Back to Otta. He sends one in, that's deflected back out. Pretkowicz tries to blast it out of there. Winklepleck cuts it off here along the near board. Another slapper in, that's deflected out of there. That's by Evans. Arndt. Back out to Evans. Back out to Winklepleck. Winklepleck over to Otta. Otta fires.
Yeah!
And I don't see the officials indicating a goal here. No goal. .24 seconds left in the double penalty for Neepawa. They'll do well to get themselves out of this 2-man down situation here. Anderson drops it off to Winklepleck. He shoots. That's deflected out of there by Funk. Hoekstra. Back to Winkelfleck. Back to Hoekstra.
Neepawa, full strength.
Neepawa brings her two guys out. That shot nailed Will Burney. You know, those guys give it up when they get down in front of those, and they know that's the risk.
No.
And we'll up and move it out of there. Well, I'll tell you what, you got to admire a guy who'll give it up like that and save a goal. Because you know that don't feel good. Well, I thought last night's last half was one of the longest halves we'd watched, but this one is nearing dangerously close to a new record. All right, here we go. Puck pops out. Kusagak sends it up along the far side. That one comes in wide to the left. Johnson hammered there. And we'll see another stoppage and yet another penalty.
When you leave your feet, that's a penalty. Oh, then he jumps.
Kostenchuk into the penalty box again. .16:05 left here. And the Flyers leading 2-0. You know, I don't keep stats up here because I'm just busy doing everything else, but maybe I should learn a few good jokes for when we're in these quiet times during the game. Puck comes across, that comes behind Anderson, and he's offside here.
Neepawa penalty number 7, 2 minutes for charging with a 10-minute misconduct.
2 and a 10 they announced there for Kostenchuk.
Oh, no, he called it the slash.
And Keegan Anderson making his next trip to the penalty box.
Flyers penalty number 55, 2 minutes for slashing.
Hoekstra pressing hard up top. Battle along there with Cole Krikowicz. Appledorn tries getting through. Shot fired in, that deflects out on the way. Okay, when you're getting ready to play a big game, go down and get yourself a couple big donuts. Landon Badger there from Pierre. I guess that's where Landon gets some of his sugar up energy. Okay, Anderson was out of the penalty box. Now he's back in.
Neepawa penalty number 22. 2 minutes for interference.
Austin Walton now in.
4 on 3.
4 on 3 hockey.
Go!
All right. Wow. Winklepleck has the puck. He's going to skate out. He's got Otta to his right, Riley Sullivan to his left. And Norland back for support. Winklepleck wins that battle. Otta going to send it back across to him. That pass just under his stick. Norland. Over to Otta. Back to Norland. They have Riley Sullivan loaded up there in front of the goal. That one slapped in there. And sent long. And that was Kretkowicz getting it out of there. Looking for Otta in the middle. He wants to break through. He comes back to Winklepleck though. That deflects out of Funk. Otta slaps one in. Another save by Funk. Winklepleck fires. Another save by Funk. Otta fires again. And Funk now down on top of that. Put the rest of the tournament off schedule. There have been so many stoppages and so many long stoppages here today. Okay, we're going to play some hockey. Still 4v3. It's going to be 5v3 here pretty quick as Keegan Anderson will charge out of the box. That one comes in wide right. Winklepleck. Touches over to Norland. Evans brings it back to Norland. And now Winklepleck. Otta. That deflected. Winklepleck fires. That comes in pretty high. Deflected back to the ground. Now Neepawa gets their fourth man out there. And they get it out of there. Norland doesn't get there fast enough. Welton is on it, but the Flyers will maintain possession. Evans, they get it over here to Becker. He's going to come forward. Otta with the puck. Norland back to Winklepleck. That's set up there by Chemnitz. And Winklepleck back. He's going to get pressed here. He sends it up along the side to Hoekstra. Hoekstra looks in the middle to Appledorn. Keegan Anderson shows up on the back side. As the puck comes through, taps her in. That's going to put us to 3-0 lead now by the Sioux Falls Flyers with 12:13 left. And we're playing 5v5 hockey here now. That's Hoekstra. Set it long. That's going to be icing. 12:03 left. That one flipped in there by Krekowicz and picked out of the air by Chemnitz.
With assist by number 46, Samuel Huckstra, and number 40, Jordan Hart.
And a slapper there, Krekowicz. That was blocked soon off of his stick. Hoekstra coming up the side. He flops one in and goes wide to the left. He has Bump on the other side. Bump sends it back across. Anderson after that for the Flyers. Hoekstra had a little opportunity there with the backhanded shot, but he just couldn't connect with the puck. Bernie put into the boards there by Arndt. And Hoekstra trying to work it out there. We had a little melee in front of the goal. Keegan Anderson could almost start getting his mail there in that penalty box. They'll tell us what they got going on here. Speculation is that they're calling tripping on Chemnitz, but I guess we'll see.
Flyers penalty number 31, 2 minutes for roughing, which will be served by number 55.
And that's what it is, roughing Chemnitz. And Keegan Anderson's a man who's going to do the time. That comes in wide to the right. Slapper comes in and Chemnitz gloves that one. Landon Young had a good pace on that. And Chemnitz takes care of it. And 10:45 left here in the game. That one's set in there by Kusagak. On the power play here by Neepawa. That shot high. That one comes in wide to the left. Puck comes back out to Krekowicz. He sends one in. He's looking for Weeb there in the slot. Johnson trying to get out of there at the puck. He goes down and back up very quickly. Three-man battle back there. Finally comes out to Neepawa. That one hits goal iron coming in. Kretkowicz fires. Another save by Chemnitz. And Riley Sullivan out. He's got Nielsen to his right. He's going to go ahead and fire. Please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you. Blocking the thing. And Riley Sullivan skates up there and puts one in. Sorry about that, folks.
Unassisted, shorthanded, Flyers go. And number 4, Riley Sullivan.
That was a shorthanded goal there as well. Norland sends it on around. Jesse Jones with it. Back behind. And Chemnitz covers that one up.
Look at Riley. Riley's getting ready to go over the board. He's like, hey, boy.
Flyers full strength.
Flyers back at full strength here. And Neepawa get possession here, but there's a lot of pressure up top. There's Grave. Arndt working along the board. He puts it out. And Landon Young brings it out to the side. He couldn't connect there with Weeb. And a little more drama out there. Jordan Arndt keeping his head and keeping his wits about him there. Plenty of chirping going on.
Number 50, 2 minutes for chirping. If you're interested in
Becker.
purchasing a t-shirt from this tournament, the order
And the
forms
penalty box.
and concessions on the wall.
That comes out to Kretkowicz. That pass narrowly misses, and Winkleplex gonna skate after it. He sends it on around. He had Jordan Arndt on the other side, but missed that. Otta pressing Kretkowicz up top.
Go, Jake! Get it, Jake!
That comes out. Evans fires. That goes in high. Otta shows up.
Good hustle.
I think Jacob probably figured there was going to be some scraps coming out of there. .725 left here. Flyers leading 4-0. And down the side, Brinka goes. And some more drama back around the goal. We can't seem to escape that here in this game today. Last night's game between Oahe and Pierre was very much the same, except probably a little rougher, with guys having to leave the ice injured. That one's through. Arndt will get it on the other side. He has Mitchler on him over there. Chemnitz makes a nice save there on that hard shot coming in. A little over 6.5 left here in the game now. Jordan Arndt sends it up the side. He can't get it past Young. Winklepleck gets it, turns back. He's put into the boards there. He stays up. That one came into Sullivan. Sullivan sends it, and he pays the price against the board again. Up he gets, though, back in the game. Graves turns back, gets it back to Johnson. And Johnson, along the boards, sends it back to Winklepleck. Stansky hits Winklepleck. Stansky goes down. Flipped up along. And that's going to be icing. 5:09 left here. Johnson sends it back behind. They go over to Evans. He tries to float it there into the slot. Nobody was there for that. And Otta skates to the middle. He's got Lewis on him. He sends one in, and the goal jarred out. That was a nice looking zoomy pass in there by Jacob Otta. We'll face it off down here. Norland slapped one in. That's blocked on the way in. Becker tries to connect, but his puck deflected away. Otta touches back to Norland. Norland sends it in. Otta gets a shot. And Funk down on that one. Well, I don't know. Evans in the penalty box. And I don't know who else went in there. I couldn't see the number for Neepawa. 4:20 left here.
So we have coincidental minors for roughing. 19 for Neepawa, and 32 for Sioux Falls is also getting a double rough.
Ben Rinka, the Tiger, in the penalty box.
Oh, you did an embellishment too? Oh my God.
Hoekstra heading to the penalty box now for the Flyers. Okay.
Oh my God.
And it'll be a Neepawa power play here. Bunk down on that one. Okay, we're going to play some more hockey. Appledorn with the puck. He sends it back across. Nielsen skates in there, touches it back to Jordan Arndt. Arndt turns and sends it up the near boards. That's tipped, and Chemnitz down on that one. Hey, we're under 4 minutes here, folks. Shot. Chemnitz picks that out of the air. That was Jesse Jones firing that from the point. All right. And it's still a Neepawa power play. Puck comes out to Kusagak. He comes across the back here to Jones. Jones goes to the middle. Mitchler turning and trying to get it inside there. Jones sends one in. That goes between Thomason's legs.
Come on, get it out, Brad!
What? Jones fires again. That comes off Chemnitz's arm pad.
Come on, get it!
Whoa!
Ice it! Come on, DJ, ice it!
Johnson. He's looking for a way out. He's getting a lot of pressure back there.
Get it out!
And Bump sends it long. Funk out to pick that up. 10 seconds now left in the Neepawa power play. Jones touches it inside. Here comes Will Burney. Burney fires, and Chemnitz takes care of that one. .214 left here. And Bump skates on to make the fifth man here for the Flyers. Lewis slaps one in, that goes wide. Riley Sullivan sends her up the ice. He gets tripped. There'll be an icing call. We made it 16 seconds there of continuous play. 16 seconds of continuous play without a penalty. We're below 2 minutes here. And the Flyers leading 4-0.
Neepawa penalty number 18, 2 minutes of tripping.
Trutkowicz in the penalty box now for the Tigers. That's out of play along the side. Reese Lewis letting her go. It just went a little bit left. You know, I got to really admire, tell you, Riley Sullivan this weekend. You know, Riley's not a real big guy, and he's taken a lot of physical hammering that a lot of these other guys haven't had to endure. And through it all, Riley's maintained his composure, showed a tremendous amount of maturity and guts and toughness. Arndt down on the ice near, and he's back up skating. Anyway, my hat's off to that guy right there, Riley Sullivan. The man who's tougher than a $2 steak. Well done, Riley.
2 minutes of tripping. Final 3.
Okay, we're going to go 5v3 hockey. We got 1 minute and 15 left. Chemnitz steps out to set it up. Thomason will skate by and pick that up. Here come the Flyers up to Riley Sullivan on the side. Sullivan goes in the middle. You got Appledorn there. Appledorn makes a couple nice moves, lets it go, and Funk keeps him out. Slapper in there for Mark. Broken stick. Jordan, let me recommend when you get home, hit one or two of our great advertisers, Hockey Headquarters or Play It Again Sports, to replace that broken stick. Matt Chemnitz down on that one.
Oh, come on.
We're down under 1 minute, 32 seconds left here. So anyway, Jordan, get on over there, Play It Again Sports or Hockey Headquarters. They'll fix you up with a new stick. Johnson bangs it off the near board, and then he gets it back. Across to Winkelpleck. 20 seconds left now. Winkelpleck coming forward. He slapped one in. That's blocked.
This foot's hurt.
Chemnitz sets it up. Johnson comes by. He's pinned down back there, and he's just going to hold it and let the clock run out. And that one's over. Sioux Falls Flyers in this thing undefeated with a 4-0 win over Neepawa Manitoba Tigers. Well, folks, we're happy you joined us this morning, and we'll be back very shortly with our next game.
Sioux Falls, if you can stay on the ice for the presentation.
Hawaii versus the Wildcats. We'll keep the camera running here for the presentation. in case you wanted to see it.
So again, Sioux Falls is undefeated in this tournament, 4-0. So the tournament first prize goes to the Flyers. So congratulations. So if you have captains can come out to get the plaque for the Rendezvous tournament. Yeah, one of the moms wants to come down to the camera or Paul taking a picture. So again, congratulations.
Wyatt
Flyers.
Wickaplex steps up there to accept that. And back to the team.
Also,
Sioux Falls Flyers.
Thank you to Neepawa for driving a long ways from Canada.
Champions of Rendezvous at Rushmore, undefeated.
Another Canadian team. And all the other
So
teams
folks,
that play the tournament.
we're going to hop off here. We got to hurry and get this next game set up. We really are grateful that you were along with us here today. And we look forward to seeing you at a rink sometime again real soon. Thanks for hanging with Hockey 605 Live.